And then I'll ask them more questions. I'll say, what does it smell or look like? So I want them to say it smells and looks like a slab of pure gold with every available space covered in butter and salt. Why is he making it? Where are you? You know, he's making his breakfast and I'm stood at the doorway looking in. And suddenly, how old are you? What are you thinking? I'm 12 years old, and I love looking at my dad like this. And suddenly I've got a little paragraph that I've worked on with a student who's already rehearsed it, and I could maybe do another one. First one I write up, second one I've done. And then I asked the students to do that themselves. I know we're a bit pushed for time, so I was originally going to get you to have a go at that activity yourself, but I'm responding, I'm doing some responsive teaching and teaching. So, is that okay? Imitation. I think this is a really powerful metaphor, because I think whenever you walk past someone, you know, doing that street art and reproducing Raphael or Da Vinci or whatever, it's incredible, isn't it? But they're no Michelangelo. But it's still striking, and I'd be quite happy if the kids could do the equivalent of that in their writing. So I don't see anything wrong with imitation. I think actually that's a necessary part to improvement. And through others, I think we become ourselves. That's how I started working this book. So there's two sets of repulsive families there. Do you know who the one on this side is? Am I right? Do you know? It's the Dursleys. It is the Dursleys. And then it's the Twits on the other side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some things, and then you're going to do some things. Okay. So me, Mrs. Dursley was thin and blonde and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck. And depending on the group, what I wanted from that lesson, I'm going to highlight aspects of that sentence structure that I want the kids to replicate. And here, it might be those paired adjectives. So I want you to write that sentence, but as applied to the Twits, using those paired adjectives. And I might name that, but I might not name the rest of it. I might say, I also want you to include the part about something that's nearly twice. So I am using some grammatical terminology, but I don't want to get bogged down in it. So can you replicate that sentence, but can you apply it to the Twits? And don't massively add to what's already there. Use the structure of this as a substitute for the Twits. Done? Who's prepared to share what they've got?
Well,
yeah.
Mrs. Twit had never been described as thin and blonde, but had nearly twice the usual amount of neck.
Okay. And what you will get, obviously, with more confident writers, such as yourself, is you'll take that and add to it, at least write different things. But what you retain is that central element. And I can indicate that, and I can talk about, you know, how these function in the word, how they function in the sentence, how they help to illustrate, etc., etc.